All right, welcome back with a quick little news of the day video here for you guys. It has been a pretty quiet past couple days, hence why I haven't exactly been posting all that much on my channel, so I apologize for that. But we do have some pretty big and exciting news for some of the biggest things that have been going on this past week. The first being around Collapse, and the second one being around 23savage. One of those being much more serious, however, but we'll start with that one. So first off, the Collapse situation. If you aren't familiar with it, I highly encourage you to check out my last video on my channel where I talked about the whole thing as it was going down, right near the start of it, where I basically put into context what was going on, which essentially was Collapse's ex-girlfriend, who is pregnant right now, accusing Collapse of neglecting her and abandoning her with her pregnancy and ending the relationship by just basically ghosting her. And at the time, we hadn't heard anything from Collapse. There was just a little PR statement from Team Spirit themselves talking about how they are going to protect the integrity of their players until we get some more information. But at the time, it was very, very fresh. We had no idea where this was going to go. We had no idea if or when Collapse was going to respond to it, or if we would get any more information about what exactly is going on. And Collapse has put out a statement now, which really kind of brings a whole bunch of context to what exactly was going on, because the accusations were pretty coming out of left field. We didn't really have any context as to what was going on. It really felt like it just came out of the blue. Not to minimize the victim, obviously. If this is something that's true, then I'm obviously not trying to do that. But we now have some context from Collapse, which again, I do encourage you guys to take with a grain of salt. Just because Collapse is the one saying it doesn't necessarily mean that it's true, but it does kind of give us some more to work with here. So Collapse, first things first, he comes through and denies pretty much everything that she was saying, talking about how he wasn't exactly neglecting her or abandoning her. Rather, he was ending a relationship that he has been trying to end for quite a long time. As for the pregnancy, they had both agreed at the time when they found out that she was pregnant that they were too young to have a kid, but while they were going through the abortion process, something went wrong. It didn't go very well, which could mean a myriad of things. I'm not trying to pinpoint what it means. Something like an abortion is very serious and very personal, so stuff like that can happen. So they decided that they were going to keep the child. However, they weren't going to stay together. Collapse has agreed that he is willing to raise the child, but they will not be staying in a relationship together. He also mentioned that he never cheated on her, or ever hurt her. So yeah, as of right now, that's where everything kind of stands. We don't know where things are going to go from here. Again, just because Collapse has brought this context or brought this side of the story does not necessarily mean that it's true, but it gives us a little bit more to work with. And I'm curious to know what you guys think about this whole situation, because it kind of, again, came out of the blue, and I don't exactly know where it's going to go from here. But yeah. All right, moving on to probably the more exciting story here for a lot of the people that are on the edge of their seat that have been waiting for this announcement for so long. Even a couple of days ago, I technically made an announcement very similar to this, but it actually ended up getting retracted. And that is that 23savage has been placed on the inactive roster of T1. He is still on the team. He is just on the inactive roster, as previously mentioned. So currently, he's still a part of that affiliation right now. He is being loaned currently to Motivate Gaming for BTS Pro Series 10, which is going to be taking place throughout the next couple of weeks. And obviously, since he won't be on the main roster of T1, he won't have to worry about those regional playoffs. But T1 as a team still have to worry about that, and they've picked up Gabbi to sub in for them. He has not been officially picked up by the roster. He is just playing as a sub for this regional playoffs. And honestly, the way I see it is that they were a little bit torn between who to grab, either Gabbi or Ana. That has been the heavy rumors throughout the past couple weeks. Although the Ana one seemed to have dissipated a little bit more with time as Gabbi's name has gotten more and more popular. And if I'm being honest, the way that I see it is that they are kind of maybe have a little bit more faith in Gabbi. Just his familiarity with the region and the scene, and just how well he's been actually playing in the DPC, as opposed to Ana, who's been on and off since 2019, and even before that he was very on and off. So I take it if T1 feels very comfortable with how things go in the regional playoffs and things go well and the scrims continue to go well, they will keep Gabbi. But this is kind of like a little test run, and maybe if things happen to go disastrously wrong, then they'll think twice and maybe look back to grabbing Ana. But again, I'm not a part of the T1 affiliation. That's just my opinion. I would love to hear your guys's. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, sorry for not posting throughout the past couple days, but I will be having plenty of uploads coming throughout the next few days as we get closer and closer to our regional playoffs starting. I've got previews coming for every single region, specifically starting with the first 3 regions, which is South America, Western Europe, and Southeast Asia, which is going to be starting on the 11th, which is really exciting. And I'll be having reviews posted up every single day for every single region. So again, a lot of content to come. If you guys don't want to miss that, feel free to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, all that fun stuff. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow with another video.